Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Gabz, half of your Sis recording team, whatever it's called. This is labor number 7 of the 12 labors of Knitcules challenge that Shaylee and I are doing. And this challenge is the Cretan bowl. And like the premise, or I guess the essence of the story of the Cretan bowl is that Knitcules, or Hercules, our Greek hero, has to face something with brute strength. So that's what I was selected to do. So my challenge that I had to do was back in the December of 2020. Shaylee received an advent calendar. It was a 10-gram mini advent calendar from Molly Klein Designs, which is sweet tea yarns, and she was opening them all because this was in the middle of the pandemic, so she was still living at home, and my older daughter Lottie was just over 1 year old, and Lottie wanted to help with the opening of the advent calendar, and then Shaylee gave Lottie one of the skeins to play with, and then Lottie played with it, she played with it, and she played with it, she played with it, and it became this huge disaster of a mini skein that was hugely complicated and tangled, and so I just kept stuffing it places, and Lottie would drag it around the house. Well, she eventually grew out of wanting to play with it, so I put it back in my stash, but it had just been a tangled mess. I didn't bother with it. So my challenge was to untangle the mini skein, and I forgot to record this entry video, but I will pop in some pictures of Lottie with the mini skein before it was untangled. So Lottie and I worked together to untangle it. And it went as well as you would imagine working with a 3.5-year-old to untangle a mini skein. That's why this videos have no sound. So yeah, it went as well as you would expect. So, but I was successful, and I untangled the mini skein into this teeny tiny ball. It actually, I think I cut some of it before to use on my Dust of Snow shawl back in July when I was recording Vlogmas in July. But I have this little skein. It's reading kind of pale. Maybe it's because I'm here or it's nighttime, but it's pretty bright. So I am going to use this ball for my haunted house MCAL that I am currently working on for the month of October. I'm going to use it for clue 11 and 12. That's what I'm going to use it for. Yeah, I'm going to use it for clue 11 and 12, which, here's your spoiler warning, which is skull and crossbones. So this is going to be the pink background of my skull and crossbones, and then the actual skull and crossbones are going to be dark blue. So I'm going to add this to it, and then the rest of it will go into the magic knot ball for my little sister. So I realized this challenge was pretty quick, and this video is going to be like 4 minutes long, but it was longer untangling it. It took me about 45 minutes to untangle it, but my husband filmed a little bit, but there was we had to change positions to get it good and to do it with Lottie. There was some frustration on both of our parts, and watching someone untangle yarn is probably about as interesting as watching paint dry. And I usually don't mind untangling yarn, but Lottie was kind of tangling it as I was untangling it, and she would I do the method of untangling where I kind of spread out the yarn so I kind of see where everything goes and kind of weave in and out. Lottie does the method of pull on the loose string and make a giant knot ball and then pull some more. So we had different methods of approach to it, so it didn't go so good. But we got it done. I have this ball. And if you want to see how it turns out, check out our Vlogtober. I think I'm going to work on that tonight. So it will be in day 21 Vlogtober. Chaley and I switch off on Vlogtober, and I have the odd days. But right now, I finished it. Actual usable ball of yarn now. So thank you for joining us for this very short Knitcules challenge.